In this world, kindness is currency until it's not. In this world, empathy is power until it gets you killed. And in this world, the wolves don't care about your intentions. They only care if you're prey or predator. Do you want to be loved? Or do you want to be untouchable? Because Machiavelli had an answer, and it wasn't love. Part 1. Why the world respects power, not purity. Niccolò Machiavelli didn't write for the comfortable. He didn't write for the moral. He wrote for the ruthless, the realists, and the ones who understood that beneath the polished lies of society, survival is war. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. This wasn't cruelty. This was clarity. Because fear commands respect. Love demands approval, and approval chains you. Look around. People who are liked are often walked on. They're agreeable, they avoid conflict, and in doing so, they sacrifice their backbone for applause. But the untouchable? They're silent, cold, disconnected. They move in shadows. They command the room not by noise, but by aura. Part 2. The mask. Hide your emotions, weaponize your image. Machiavelli taught one truth modern society still denies. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. What does this mean? You must become a master of perception. You don't show emotion. You show precision. You don't share intentions. You let people guess. When people don't know what you feel, they can't control you. When they don't know what you think, they can't predict you. Unpredictability is power. Silence is dominance. So you wear a mask, not to deceive, but to protect. Because in this game, showing your soul is a liability, and every weakness you reveal is an invitation for attack. Part 3. Control without force. Here's what separates the powerful from the pawns. The untouchable never beg. They don't explain. They don't chase. They control, without ever raising their voice. Machiavelli believed that a wise man rules by illusion. He lets others believe they're in control. But behind the curtain, he's the architect. To become untouchable, you must master the art of indifference. You must learn to walk away with ease. That woman who tried to manipulate you? Gone. That friend who betrayed your trust? Irrelevant. That job that disrespected your time? Not worth your breath. You don't fight. You disappear. Because walking away without a word is the loudest answer you can give. Part 4. Build an aura. Respect over approval. The people we respect most are the ones we don't fully understand. They don't overshare. They don't oversmile. They don't try to make you feel good. They make you feel careful. You measure your words around them. You think twice before disrespecting them. You don't know why, but their silence feels dangerous. That's not luck. That's design. To build this aura, you must control your energy. Never react emotionally. Never explain yourself to people beneath your standards. And most of all, never break character. The untouchable is still when others are loud. They stay centered while the world burns. They know that composure is rare, and rare is powerful. Part 5. Become the chess player. Not the piece one of Machiavelli's harshest lessons is this. Men are driven by two things: fear and self-interest. That means, if you don't trigger one, you're irrelevant. You're either useful or you're forgotten. You're either respected or you're replaced. So stop hoping to be loved for who you are. Start becoming a weapon, valuable, strategic, and cold when necessary. Ask yourself, who controls the room when you walk in? Are people reacting to your presence or ignoring it? Do you speak with intent, or are you just filling the silence? Because chess players don't move for no reason. They wait, they calculate, they strike once, and never twice. Part 6. Master the art of war. Inside your own mind, the biggest enemy isn't out there. It's the voice in your head that wants to be liked. It's the urge to explain, the compulsion to argue, the addiction to being seen. You must kill that voice. Because the moment you stop seeking validation is the moment you become dangerous. You no longer move for applause. You no longer shrink for comfort. You operate on principle, not emotion. That's when people start to fear you and respect you. Not because you hurt them, but because they know you could and chose not to. That restraint, that control, that's what makes you untouchable. You've heard the lies, be kind, and everything will work out. Good things come to those who wait. Just be yourself. Be calculated, be controlled, be cold when you must. Not because you hate the world, but because the world tests the weak. You don't have to become cruel. You just have to become clear. You don't owe explanations. You owe yourself power. Machiavelli's world is still our world. A world where silence is strategy, where becoming untouchable isn't a goal, it's a necessity. If you're ready to rebuild your mind, not for approval, but for power. Welcome to Dark Code Psychology. This is where your transformation begins. Subscribe, not because you're told to. Subscribe because you know the game starts now.